To understand how the stock market works, you don't need a finance degree. Just step inside the chaos of Makola market. Look at Kwame. He's sweating, checking the prices at every single stall, and frantically trying to guess where the crowd will move next. Then there's Auntie Amma. She's calm. She knows exactly what she's selling, and she stays focused on her inventory of rice and beans, no matter how loud the shouting gets. At the end of the day, only one of these people is actually building a business that lasts. Their two very different results prove that investing is only 10% math. The other 90% is temperament, your ability to stay steady while others are losing their heads. Our brains were never designed for the stock market. We're hardwired for survival, which means our biology equates staying with the crowd to staying safe. This creates a constant conflict between our cold, logical financial goals and our hot biological impulses. When you see a massive crowd surging toward one specific stall in the market, your primal brain doesn't see a market bubble. It sees safety in numbers. If you don't learn how to override those survival instincts, your own biology will eventually destroy your wealth. Imagine a vendor suddenly brings a shipment of flashy, imported shoes that everyone starts talking about. We see others rushing to buy them, and we instinctively join the pack. We abandon our normal routines just to stay with the crowd. As Kwame watches his neighbors make quick cash, panic sets in. Not fear of danger, but fear of being left behind while others get rich. He stops selling his reliable goods and pours every last cedi into these shoes at the peak. Because the price has gone up every day this week, our brains trick us into believing it is a certainty that it will go up tomorrow. We convince ourselves that the market has changed and that these soaring prices are the new normal. And this is how bubbles are born. They are not built on actual value, but on a feedback loop of human greed and the fear of missing out. But the hype always has an expiration date. Eventually, the market realizes it's flooded with shoes that nobody actually needs. Greed turns into sheer panic in seconds. As prices plummet, he must sell his stock at a massive loss just to survive. This emotional cycle is a historical constant that plays out over and over again. In the 1630s, the object was a tulip bulb. People traded their life savings for a single flower, right before the market collapsed entirely. Centuries later, the same panic broke the dot-com boom. The technology changed, but the human DNA behind the crash remained exactly the same. Every market crash is simply the mathematical consequence of human panic catching up to human greed. While the shoe sellers are in ruin, Auntie Amma is still at her stall. Her business is completely unfazed by the chaos. Her secret isn't a complex strategy. It's a simple notebook where she writes down her rules. Professional investors call this an investment policy statement. Think of it as a personal, written contract you sign with yourself to protect your future from your present-day impulses. It defines your long-term goals, and most importantly, it dictates exactly what you will and will not do when everyone else is panicking. This plan acts as an anchor, stopping your survival instincts from making a decision that will cost you your savings. Chasing every trend like Kwame creates leakage, the hidden costs of fees and losses that drain your wealth every time you change your mind. Auntie Amma wins because she avoids those costs, letting her steady, boring business grow quietly over time. Whether you are in a market stall or on Wall Street, the psychological traps are the same. The best time to write your rules is right now, while the weather is calm, before the next emotional storm hits the market. The investors who win are the ones who can control their pulse, stick to their written promise, and ignore the noise of the crowd.